Seal. More locally tonight, speaking of great pitchers, Will Funkenbush and Palmyra paying a visit to Minden Unity. Early on in this one, threatening with Seth Brown. Great Keith Hernandez moment behind the first base bag right there by Matthew Dusterhouse to get his team out of a jam. Then, with the bases loaded for the Mustangs after back-to-back singles from Donley and Bensinger, this, my friends, is a swinging bunt that puts Unity up 1-0. Will Funkenbush would, though, take over from there. Had a couple of strikeouts in this ball game, getting out of a jam at this point. Then Palmyra's offense comes to life. Seth Brown going to go to right field with this one. Carrying it, past the outstretched arms of the right fielder, and that will score a run, putting Palmyra in a deadlocked tie at that point with the Unity Mustangs. Palmyra about to explode for 5 runs in this frame. Later right here, another one of those swinging bunts, this time by Leighton Wilson. Scores another run at this point. Then Jordan Nutt's going to step in and drive in a pair. 5-run frame. That's the difference in the ball game in this one as Palmyra beats Unity on the road. 8-5 was your final. Elsewhere today, Macomb goes on the road, beats a pretty good Triopia team 11-2. Westmore with a 2-run homer. Quincy High School takes advantage of some errors by Pittsfield, wins over the Saukeys by 5. Best pitching effort of the day, Jared Shover and Evan McGaffey going head-to-head. Shover pitches all 8 innings, a 3-hitter tonight as Liberty beats Illini West 3-2. Your final there. Brown County too much for Rushville Industries. Speaking of great pitching, Alex Shepard in that game with 7 strikeouts in the complete game victory. Also in Missouri, Monroe City getting a big night at the plate from Kyle Van Nostrand to beat Highland 10-3 was your final. We've got softball as well for you coming up right here. We're going to call this unofficially Rachel Motley Day, or at least don't mess with her. She had 8 strikeouts on the hill in the victory. She was good with the bat as well. More on that in a second. Well, she's standing on base right here. How about this single right there? Scores a run, makes it 1-0 in favor of Western. Motley on the day, by the way, with a triple, a home run, 3-run score, 2 RBIs. Later, this could have been worse for Western, but great defensive effort by Kylie Churchill out in left center field, takes away a scoring opportunity. Still Western continue to attack. Amber Platt right here with a double. That would set the table for Katie Murphy, who launches the sacrifice fly. Western scores a whole bunch of runs in this one, including the home run and the triple, by the way, by Rachel Motley, and Western gets the big victory in this ball game by the final count of 12-2. Other scores in softball today, we got a bunch of them for you. Thrilling game right here. West Central jumped out to a huge lead behind Gina Nash, who had a grand slam in the first inning and a 2-run homer in the second, but West Central has to hang on to win that game by the final count of 11-10. QD gets a grand slam from Cassidy Gengenbacher to beat West Central 8-3 in that ball game. Illini West had a thriller over West Prairie. Also, it was Macomb 10-run rule over Bushnell Prairie City Avon. Central Southeastern sweeps a pair over Liberty 8-4 and 10-8. Pittsfield by 1 over North Green, and Payson Seymour sweeping a pair today over West Hancock in those 2 combined games. 2 victories for Cheyenne Bowman. And, by the way, a huge day with 29 strikeouts. And in soccer, Quincy Notre Dame gets 4 goals total from the Foley sisters in beating Timberland 5-1. Finally, St. Joseph's and Quincy University in college softball. Game 1 of a twin bill. QU down 2-1. Lauren Francis getting some assistance right here from her defense behind the plate. Laura Molinar right there with a beautiful strike and the laser to third base to get out of a jam. Later, out in left field, this is going to be Monica Gray supplying some defense. On the move, pretty catch from her. Quincy University still down 2-1, but Ashley Rossetti is going to come up and take care of things to tie this game back up at 2 in the top of the 6th. After a home run in the top of the 7th would put St. Joe's back up 3-2. The Hawks go to battle in this one. Monica Gray again, this time using the bat, doubling off the fence in left field. That would set the table for her pitcher to help her own cause. That's Lauren Francis, who would drive her home and tie the game again at 3 apiece. But in the top of the 11th, I repeat, the 11th inning, St. Joseph's plates 4 runs to win the first game of the twin bill by that final count of 7-3. The second game, though, Quincy University bounces back. Wendy Macias, great pitching effort. Emma Tops with a game-winning RBI in the bottom of the 7th, and QU gets the split. Final count in that one was 1-0. You've also learned that Bowling Green has a new head football coach. He is Jeff Geschwinder, longtime defensive coordinator. That approved tonight, I am told by a source, by the Bowling Green School Board as it happened this evening.